Welcome, everyone, to AI Sports Predictor. Today, we've got a Big Ten battle. No. 8 Michigan State hosting number 11 Wisconsin at the Breslin Center. Sunday, March 2, 2025. Tip-off at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. The line, Michigan State favored by 4.5. The total, 147.5. Let's talk momentum. Wisconsin, 4-1 in their last 5. They handled Iowa by 11, Purdue by 10. And dropped 95 points on Illinois. Only hiccup, a 4-point overtime loss to Oregon. But they bounced back, obliterating Washington by 26 points. Michigan State, also 4-1. Only slip up, a 4-point loss to Indiana. Since then, 4 straight wins. Dominated Illinois by 14, handled Purdue by 9, took down Michigan by 13, and gutted out a 3-point win at Maryland. Let's talk futures. DraftKings has Michigan State at 28/1 to win the NCAA tournament. Wisconsin, 35/1. Right now, it's about conference supremacy. Spartans need this win to stay tied at the top of the Big Ten. Player breakdown. Wisconsin's John Tonje leads with 19.5 ppg. They're deep: John Blackwell, Nolan Winter, Max Klesmit, Stephen Crowell, and Kamari McGee all chipping in. They're scoring 81.9 ppg, ranked 26th nationally. Michigan State. Jaden Atkins leads at 12.7 ppg. Jace Richardson, Trey Holloman, Cohen Carr, and Frankie Fiddler round it out. They average 78.2 ppg and allow just 66.8. Defense wins championships, right? Betting trends. Wisconsin, 7-3 Sioux in their last 10. And 8-2 ATS. The over, 3-1 in their last 4. But Michigan State at home, 13-1 at the Breslin Center. So, what's the play? Well, and today's AI pick is under 147.5, 8 of Michigan State's last 10 games. Under 3 of the last 4 at Breslin. Under last time these two met, 70-57 Wisconsin win. Total was 131.5, came in under by 4.5 points. Defense will dictate this one. That's game 1. On to game 2.
Welcome everyone, to AI Sports Predictor. Today, we're taking a deep dive into number 15 Michigan hosting Illinois at the Chrysler Center in Ann Arbor. Tip-off? Sunday, March 2, 2025, at 3:45 EST. The spread? Michigan, 3.5. Total? 159. You want numbers? Let's get into it. Illinois is 18-11 overall, 10-8 in Big Ten play. In their last 5? 2 wins, 3 losses. They edged out UCLA by 5. Then went on a brutal 3-game skid, losing to Michigan State by 14, getting torched by Wisconsin by 21. And obliterated by Duke by 43. That last one? A total disaster. But they bounced back, crushing Iowa by 20. Michigan? 22-6 overall, 14-3 in the Big Ten. Last 5? 4-1. Barely scraped by Purdue and Ohio State, both by 1-possession margins. Only loss? A 13-point beatdown at home against Michigan State. But they bounced back with 2 tight wins, a 3-point victory over Nebraska and a 2-point escape against Rutgers. Bracketology says Michigan's a number 4 seed in the latest projections. Illinois, they've fallen to a no. 8 seed after their recent struggles. Star power, Illinois' top scorer, Kasparas Jakusionis, 15.3 ppg. Big man Tomislav Ivasic at 12.8 ppg and 7.9 boards. But they're missing Morez Johnson Jr. Out indefinitely with a wrist injury. The Fighting Illini can score, averaging 83.2 ppg, ranked 15th in the nation. They also own the glass, ranked 3rd in rebounding. Michigan? Vladislav Golden leads with 15.9 ppg. Danny Wolf is their inside force, almost averaging a double-double with 12.6 ppg and 9.8 rpg. They score 79.8 per game, ranked 47th. Trends, Illinois, 5-5 straight up in their last 10, just 1-4 against the spread in their last 5. But historically? Illinois has covered 7 of the last 8 matchups against Michigan. The over? 4-2 in Illinois' last 6. And the last 4 head-to-head meetings have all hit the over. Michigan? 8-2 straight up in their last 10. But against the spread? Brutal, just 2-8 in their last 10. At home? 13-1. But in this matchup? 0-8 in their last 8 against Illinois. So, what's the play? The number that separates the sharp from the square? Well. And today's AI pick is Michigan, 3.5. Forget the trends. Forget the history, this is a different Michigan team. The Wolverines are dominant at home, 13-1, and Illinois is shaky with losses in 3 of their last 5. Duke ran them out of the building by 43 points last week. This isn't about past matchups, Michigan is winning this by double digits. That's game 2, on to game 3.
Welcome, everyone, to AI Sports Predictor. We've got ourselves an AC showdown in Birmingham, where no 18 Memphis rolls into Barstow Arena to face UAB. Tip-off. Sunday, March 2nd, 2025 at 4 o'clock EST. The line. Memphis to the total. 160.5. Let's get into it. Memphis. 23-5 overall, 13-2 in AC play. They opened the season with a 6-0 run, even knocking off 2-time defending champ UConn. Then they hit a rough patch before finding their groove again, going 13-2 in conference play. In their last 5, 4-1 back-to-back wins against Temple and USF, a tough overtime loss at Wichita State, then a 19-point beatdown of FAU, and a 12-point win over Rice. UAB. 19-9 overall, 12-3 in AC. They're right behind Memphis in the conference standings. In their last 5, 4-1 dropped a 7-point loss at ECU, but bounced back with wins over USF, Rice, Temple, and Wichita State. Big picture. Memphis is a projected no. 7 seed in ESPN's latest bracketology. UAB. Not even on the radar. But if they pull off the upset here, they'll tie Memphis at the top of the AC standings. Memphis is led by PJ Haggart at 21.3 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 3.8 assists. Tyrese Hunter and Dane Danier round out a squad that scores 72.9 ppg but allows 72.9 as well. One issue. Bench production just 17.9 ppg, tied for 259th in the nation. UAB? Yixel Lendeborg is their workhorse at 17.6 points, 10.9 boards, 4.3 assists per game. They're a strong rebounding team, ranking 17th nationally, and they score 83.4 per game, 14th best in the country. Trends. Memphis is 9-1 straight up in their last 10, but just 4-6 against the spread. UAB. 8-2 straight up in their last 10, but also struggling against the number at 5-5 ATS. Head-to-head, Memphis has owned the Series A2SU and ATS in the last 10, covering the last 2 meetings and 4 of the last 5. The over has hit in the last 3 straight. So, what's the move? The number that separates the winners from the wishful thinkers. Well, on today's AI pick is UAB 2. This ain't about season-long records, this is about the matchup today. UAB is dominant at home, 13-3 on their floor. Memphis. Their depth is questionable, and UAB has the firepower to take advantage. The Blazers pull the upset, tie the AC lead, and shake up the conference race. Now let's run it back. Our 3 AI picks today: Wisconsin vs. Michigan State under 147.5 defense wins out in a grinded-out Big Ten battle. Illinois vs. Michigan 3.5 Wolverines take care of business at the Chrysler Center. Memphis vs. UAB to the Blazers ride home court energy to a statement win. If you like what we're doing, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a pick. AI Sports Predictor is only getting started. See you in the next one.